Morning everybody, welcome back to Summit Point. This is our last video from here, and the guys from Revo have invited us out to test a few of their new products. This is their 2015 Audi A3 2-liter all-wheel drive. It's a dual clutch car, and this has the big turbo, the IS38 turbo, which is the same turbo you get with the S3. It also has the springs and sway bars plus a Coney-based custom valve damper, Advan tires on the 19-inch wheels. It's got all the standard stuff that they put on, the tune, the intercooler, the intake, and this thing makes just under 400 horsepower. So they tell me faster than an S3. So where's traction control? Let's find that first. Traction control, where are you? Traction control, oh, there it is. ESC off. All right. Sorry about that. Here we go. This one has a CAD on it, so it's not as loud as that GTI, although the rest of the package is similar. And of course, with the all-wheel drive, I can expect some better handling. Oh, the back end rotated onto me a little bit there. It's a Haldex all-wheel drive system, so the split is variable. Smooth gear shifts from the dual clutch. Also, this car has the same 380mm Alcon 6-piston brakes as the GTI, and they are so far quite effective. Oh yeah, there we go. Wow, really loose in the back going into that corner. Maybe I was a little hard on the brakes. Look at this. The back end is just stepping out all over the place. When I lift, the rear comes right around. That was unexpected. This thing is fast. Okay, come on, here we go. This is fourth gear. I short shifted to fourth there. Wow, quick, very quick. Modulate. Here we go. 99, there's 100, 110, 120, 130. And I'll do a big brake early here. Get me through this one last little wet spot. Yeah, I turned in too early there. Alright, so unlike the GTI, which is having trouble managing traction on power, I can actually go to the expected gear here and don't have to be in a higher gear. With this car, it was rotating under braking, but very predictable on power. Oof. Back end moved around a little bit in a way I did not expect there. Look at it rotate. That's so funny that the back end just really comes around like that. Will it do it here too? Yep, when you lift, it brings the back end around. You just have to be ready for it. Sounds nice. Still quite refined in here. Still have to roll on that power. I'm not just matting it coming out of the corner. Man, I wish I was comfortable taking this corner faster, but something about it makes me feel kind of uneasy. I don't know what it is. Could just be remaining water. The car's really quick though, pulling very hard over 100 miles an hour. There's 130. So 130 on the straight with very conservative braking is what this thing is good for. Front left tire screaming there. God, this thing is, it goes, man. It really goes. $4,000 is where you really start getting power. It's a bit laggy below that. But what do you expect when you increase the size size of the turbo, that's pretty predictable. Go down. Is it back gonna step out? Nope. Held it together there. Yep, there it is. It definitely comes out under braking. Get through, get through, get through. Just the remnants of some water on the track, making it a little unsettling. Yep, little ABS engagement there. Probably could have taken that one wider, but you don't want to end up over there. There's 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6. This is in 4th gear. Yep, 135 there. As the track starts up, yep, that wet spot definitely engaged ABS there. Not the kind of place you want to run off into wet grass. This has a lot of S3-like qualities. They've kind of taken the A3 and turned it into an S3 Plus. Makes me happy to know that something like that is possible and being done. It's very, very cool. These brakes are very effective. Get through. It's weird. This section here is like 3rd isn't quite enough, 2nd is a little too much, or vice versa. Not quite long enough for 3rd gear, but quick car, man. I mean, there's 110 right there. Oh, yep. Sliding a bit under braking. You go try 3rd gear instead of 4th. Yep, 3rd gear is better for coming out of that corner. In the GTI, you want it in 4th. This is 3rd. Wow. Super fast. That was 125, but I braked early. Very impressive. I like the way these brakes are holding up. There's just no fade at all. Little progressive oversteer there. Nice welcome. A welcome handling trait through that section. Strangely enough, if you get oversteer and then you apply power, it seems to send more of the power to the front wheels, and it actually brings it back more in the fashion of a front-wheel drive car, as opposed to a rear-wheel drive car where you can maintain a drift. Conservative all-wheel drive system, I guess. This is fun. I am a fan of this car. Again, 135 there. Earlier, got the power down coming onto that front straight better. So why would you get an A3 and tune it to this level as opposed to just getting an S3? Well, these things are just coming up on the used market now, and they're pretty cheap actually. I used one of these, 20 grand or so, and you can be up there with, supercar beating numbers in some cases, and you've got a really powerful car, really fast, fun to drive. People don't expect it. It's a surprise. It's just an A3. Why would it? Oh, there we go. Come on, stick it. And so for a couple of grand for this package, look at this. I like this oversteer it gets here. It's very fun. Really good rotation here. And then I can maintain it with maintenance throttle. That is excellent. Good car. So yeah, I mean, you can buy an A3 used pretty cheap now and do this package from Revo and end up with a really, really fast car. So there is an appeal to that for sure. And for certainly less than the price of a new S3. Really fun. The great power delivery, you know, not much happens below 4 grand, but with the dual clutch, you can keep it in the power band nicely. It rotates through corners, as you saw. It doesn't plow through corners. And it's fast, it's fun, it's predictable for the most part, and it hasn't been ruined. It still feels like an Audi. I like it. So thank you to Revo so much for having me here at Summit Point. It's been really fun. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm off back to California. See you guys tomorrow.